Skorts are making a big splash on the fall 2024 men's runways. British designer SS Daily paired a thigh-length skort with a cozy knit sweater at Pitti Uomo 105 in Florence, setting the stage for what's been seen in Milan and now Paris. Fendi's collection featured pleated skorts in thick wool and slim cotton, introducing what Silvia Venturini Fendi called a new attitude to everything. Louis Vuitton's Western-themed runway included skorts in formal suits, denim looks, and classic rodeo styles. Comme des Garçons Homme Plus and Setchu presented skorts in subdued colors, while Rick Owens and Junya Watanabe offered avant-garde and deconstructed versions. Ami went for a more formal look. Putting a traditionally feminine silhouette on men's runways is inventive and a popular way for designers to push boundaries. But will skorts become mainstream? Historically, men have worn skirt-like garments. In ancient Egypt, men wore shendiets, gauze-like textiles around their waists. Greeks and Romans had togas and chitons, and Aztecs were depicted in woven skirts. In Asia, Japanese men wore kimonos, and Korean men donned hanboks. The Scottish kilt dates back to the 18th century. Fashion trends are cyclical, so it's not far-fetched to think skirts and their hybrids will find a place in modern men's wardrobes. In the 21st century, men in skirts revolutionized the classic suit, a concept solidified by the 2004 Met Museum exhibition Bravehearts, Men in Skirts. Brad Pitt predicted men would be wearing skirts by next summer. While that might have been too forward-thinking at the time, the 2010s saw stars like Kanye West, Vin Diesel, and Snoop Dogg wearing skirts publicly. Designers like Yohji Yamamoto, Riccardo Tisci, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and Tom Brown elevated skirts in menswear. I think skorts have lost their radical meaning on the runway. What used to be a statement about subverting gender norms has actually become just that, the norm, says Alexandra Hildreth. The skort, blending shorts and skirts, offers a gender-fluid option that appeals to men exploring more diverse wardrobes. They maintain the practicality of shorts, but with a flowing, genderless style. This trend builds on the style zeitgeist. Think of the flannel shirts that A$AP Rocky and Pharrell wore tied around their waists, resembling kilts. Initially, this shift was seen as progressive, but now it's more normalized, even if men in skorts are still rare outside fashion circles. Jake Fleming, a fashion content creator, thinks skorts are on their way to becoming a staple in men's fashion. If Brad Pitt and Vin Diesel can strut their stuff in a skirt, then skirts and skorts are just about on their way to being popular in mainstream menswear, he says. The average guy might still see skorts as a bold choice. Gen Z, known for pushing gender-defying fashion, is more open to these styles. Despite some backlash, like Candace Owens' infamous "Bring Back Manly Men" tweet, in response to Harry Styles wearing dresses and skorts on a Vogue cover, the trend persists. Designers recognize a shift in consumer perspectives. Teddy Von Ranson, whose collections include skirt-like pieces, says, "I think they are fun silhouettes that add some fluid dimension to the modern man's wardrobe." New York-based buyer Peter Park compares the trend to men's skincare, once seen as feminine, now more accepted. He believes that while boutique stores will continue to explore skorts, their mainstream appeal will take time. Who are these high-fashion skorts for? Fleming thinks they're for any man looking to elevate his style beyond traditional pants and slacks. It's for the man who is so in touch with his manhood that wearing a skort doesn't define him as anything less, he says. Skorts may not be for everyone, but their presence on runways signals a more liberal future for menswear. In 2024, skorts are for the confident man who envisions a stylistic future that defies traditional labels and champions genderless fashion. And perhaps that makes wearing one among the manliest things a guy can do.